All right, okay. Yeah, I'm back. It's Hollywood Sucks. Let's get into this movie, The Irishman. Okay. Um, my first viewing of this movie, I wasn't impressed. Um, One of the reasons I wasn't impressed is because the movie kind of felt too long and it just kept going on and on and on. And I didn't really know all the history of Jimmy Hoffa and all this stuff, so it was difficult to get into at first. But after the second viewing, I realized that this is actually a pretty good movie. And as far as Scorsese movies go, I think it's up there with Casino. Not sure. I mean, I've seen it a couple of times, but I think in due time I'll know whether it's good as Casino or Goodfellas. But yeah, I mean, to start with the pros. I mean, De Niro, Pacino, and Pesci they're just excellent together. I mean, I didn't think, because Al Pacino never been in a movie with Joe Pesci, so I didn't know how all that chemistry was going to work. But yeah, De Niro and Pesci have been in movies together. But yeah, I was really surprised at how well this whole trio worked, because I really thought it was going to be it was kind of like too ambitious. I mean, you got Robert De Niro, Joe Pesci, and Al Pacino in the same movie, so I was like, how's this going to work? But it did. Scorsese pulled it off. I can't lie. For who had the best performance, I would say Al Pacino. He was, he did his over the top stuff every now and then, but as a character, he really, conveyed Jimmy Hoffa well. If you've ever seen the Jack Nicholson movie, he's pretty much, if you look at any footage of Jimmy Hoffa and look at Al Pacino, he pretty much embodied him. It was no way around it. And Joe Pesci's performance was good. He was sort of like the calm mob guy. Like, he wasn't like Joe Pesci, because I know a lot of people probably thought he was gonna act crazy like he did in Goodfellas or Casino. No, he was the total opposite. He was sort of like the silent but deadly type. I think the guy was named Russell Buffalino. Yeah, he was known as the Quiet Don or something like that. Yeah, but that was that. I mean, apparently that's how this guy was, and Joe Pesci got it perfect. I mean, he was so quiet and methodical, and and De Niro's character, he's actually, to be honest with you, his character to me was like the least likable. But not because he was bad at his performance. It's because the character is basically a middleman. He's caught in between Joe Pesci's character and Al Pacino's character, Jimmy Hoffa and Russell Buffalino. So he's caught up in the middle. So he's kind of like just telling their story. He's not even really, if you look at the movie, he's really not even telling his story. He's telling their story and how he got caught up in it. Because in the beginning of the movie, he's just this, he's this local Teamster worker, employee. He has a problem with his car. He meets Joe Pesci's character at a garage. I mean, not a garage, a gas station. He helps him out. He helps out Joe Pesci. I think it's Joe Pesci's car that gets messed up. He ends up helping him. So that's how he returns the favor, by getting him off on a case that he had where he was accused of stealing or whatever. So he got off. So he learns. So he basically gets sort of like brought in to this underworld by Pesci. And yeah, and De Niro's character, he's basically, for all intents and purposes, he's just a soldier. He's really not a leader. He's not somebody that's like a go-to guy. He's just in the middle of it. That's why I kind of liked about this movie, is that it was sort of like a triangular relationship. He's like, Hoffa's at the top, and him and Joe Pesci and Robert De Niro sort of like at the bottom, because they represent the underworld, or they're not. Even though Robert De Niro's character, I think Sharon, he gets a union. He gets a union job, like he gets to be like a Teamster leader or something like that. The point is, he's still working for the mafia. He's caught up in between the labor movement and the mafia. So his whole thing is this: look, I'm a soldier. I'm not gonna rat. I'm not gonna do this, because both these guys got me where I'm at now. So his whole persona is more like, I don't care if you like me. Just I'm just gonna do what I gotta do. to take care, to be loyal to my friends. He does that to the effect that it costs him his family because his daughters and and all his immediate family don't really see him that much because he's too busy doing favors for them. But anyway, back to the performances. I think Al Pacino had the best performance, and the pacing of the movie the second time watching it was actually a lot faster. And it was a lot faster, and it didn't drag on that much. But yeah, the performances were good, the cinematography was good, the music was good. Yeah, Scorsese's direction is great as usual, and you know, uh, that's the pros. I mean, there were other performances that were good. The guy who played Tony Pro was good. I don't think I don't remember his name, but the guy who played Tony Pro was pretty good. The guy, oh yeah, I think the guy Rain Romano, he played. Oh yeah, he played Joe Pesci's cousin. He was the lawyer. He was actually pretty good. I mean, I'm not used to seeing him in serious roles, but he was actually pretty decent in it. If I had to all right, that was the pros. The cons of the movie. The thing I didn't like about this movie was the de aging process. It was in the beginning. It just looked really weird, like that scene where Joe Pesci's in the gas station with Robert De Niro. His head just looked like a bobblehead. It didn't even look real. It just looked totally cartoonish. And then there were scenes with Robert De Niro where it just looked like something out of a Marvel movie. It just looked terrible. But outside of that, once you get past that whole de aging thing, the whole de aging process, the effects, it's a pretty decent. It's a good movie. As the movie goes on, they get older, so it doesn't even matter. It just naturally progresses. I think the de aging stuff is really it was really mostly in the beginning of the movie. Um, yeah, as far as like, there was violence in this movie. I don't think this movie was as violent as Casino, but it was violent. There was some violent moments. Um, there were no real twist at the end. I mean, I guess I can give a spoilers. When De Niro kills Pacino in the movie, I mean, you kind of saw that coming anyway because if you know anything about Jimmy Hoffa, he was talking so much the mafia saw him as a threat. So I guess, in the movie they get Robert De Niro to kill him, but I don't know how Jimmy Hoffa died, and nobody knows how he really died. If they do, they're not alive in now. But I don't, me personally, I don't believe that's how he died. More likely, it was probably some hit team that just took him and scooped him up and and just put his car body in the trunk of a car somewhere. But this is a movie, so they have to make it all dramatic. Oh, he has to kill his friend, and he's so cold blooded about it, and he doesn't want to talk about it, and this shows you how much De Niro's character is really an asshole. He's really an asshole, but he's a loyal asshole. Let's put it that way. He's loyal to Joe Pesci, and he was loyal to Jimmy Hoffa, but he knew that he had to get rid of Hoffa, or it was his ass. And they wanted him to do it because he trusted Pacino. I mean, Hoffa trusted Sheeran. But I don't know. That's the whole other story about whether this whether his confessions or whatever he said in that book was real or not. I don't know. I'm not gonna pretend to know. I'm just gonna trust the movie. Um, yeah, it was a lot of good scenes in this movie. There was a good scene with Pacino and that guy who played Tony Pro, where they're in jail and they get into the fist fight. Then there was another one where he was like, you're late," and then they get into another fist fight. Then they get into another scuffle. That was a good scene. Another good scene is when I like the scene like right before De Niro's character kills the Crazy Joe guy before he goes into the restaurant, the diner, or whatever. He killed him. I like that music. I like that tone where everything was set. He was just setting up for the kill. And another good scene was when, actually, another good scene is when I think Harvey Keitel, he's in the restaurant or whatever with Joe Pesci's character, and he meets Robert De Niro, and they're talking about the Whispers character, and then and I like that's a good scene. That's in the beginning. I thought there was going to be more Harvey Keitel in this movie, but it's not. His part is pretty much a cameo. Um, yeah, I mean, there was. I mean, there was. I forgot the other guy's name. I don't. He was good in the movie too, but I forgot his name. I can't remember his character's name, but I know that he was in Ant Man. He played the dad in Ant Man. I don't remember his name, but he was pretty decent in it too. Um, Yeah, for a 3 hour and over 3 hour long movie, like I said, that's why I said this probably will be in time as good as Casino. Now, there's some people that have said, "Oh, this is a boring movie." Shut up, man. Let me tell you something. If you could sit through 3 hours of that boring ass Avengers Endgame, and that movie's 3 hours as well, then you can sit through The Irishman, okay? Because there's way more going on in the first 30 minutes of this movie than in all of 2 hours of Avengers Endgame, okay? That movie's nothing more than a boring piece of garbage, you know. But hey, that's what audiences want. They want CGI fights and stupid plot holes and and all types of garbage in their movies. This right here is what you call cinema. This is a movie about cinema. It's about character development. Okay? Premise, character, and plot. That's what goes on in this movie. You have a premise. It's a gangster movie. You have the characters. Robert De Niro, Al Pacino, Joe Pesci, their characters. They're the three leading guys. Then you have the plot, even though there really is no plot because this is more of a drama than an actual thriller. So there's really no plot in that sense. Like most Scorsese movies, the characters just keep the story going until they reaches its conclusion. Yeah, yeah, yeah. This is. I mean, I don't really look at it as a gangster movie. It's definitely a gangster film, but it plays more like it play. I don't know. I don't want to use the word. I guess you could say Shakespearean. It's sort of Shakespearean in the sense because it's about three guys that are loyal to each other, but it's all about who has the power. That's how I look at this movie. This movie is really ultimately about how power works and what happens when you get caught up in the middle. Joe Pesci's character is a guy who has the power in the underworld. Jimmy Hoffa's, Al Pacino's character Jimmy Hoffa has the power of the Teamsters, the overworld, the little guy. And De Niro's character is sort of like in the middle of it. He's caught in this vortex. He's caught up. He's like the monkey in the middle. He's like, he doesn't know he's just doing whatever he's told. And that's why his character is sort of stale and he's not as exciting as like you see him in Goodfellas or Casino because he's basically, like I say, he's a soldier. He's only doing what he's told to do. If he's told to kill somebody, kill him. If he's told to do this, do it. And his loyalty, that's his real family. His intermediate family, he sort of abandons, basically, not really physically, but emotionally, he abandons all of them because he's in league with these guys. I think ultimately what the movie's about, it's about loyalty and betrayal. That's the main themes of this movie. It's just, I mean, you can't get any better than that. I mean, you think about what De Niro does to Pacino in the end of the film, and how in the end, after all the old guys that died, all the people, he still doesn't talk to the FBI. It just shows you how loyal he is to the point that even when he's an old man in a nursing home, he's still not going to give any details about what happened because that's what loyalty is all about. You to the death. I mean, he kills Jimmy Hoffa in the movie, and he doesn't say anything to anybody. He doesn't want to tell the feds anything. Even the feds tell him, like, hey, everybody's dead. He's like, oh, yeah, okay. He still doesn't want to talk, But apparently in real life, he claimed he killed Jimmy Hoffa, but I don't know. He probably just said that at the end of his life. He knew he was going to die anyway, so he's like, what the hell, I care now. I'll just say it for fun. I don't know whether Frank Sheeran actually killed Jimmy Hoffa, but I'm just, in the context of the movie, it just shows you how much of a loyal soldier De Niro's character is. I'd probably give this movie, I mean, out of four, right now I'd give it 4 stars because it's basically a complete movie. I mean, you have good premise, you have good characters, good acting, and you got good. Oh yeah, another thing, excellent production. It was an excellent production as far as like the way the movie looked and everything. It was just really good, and like I said, the only real con I had with the movie was the CGI, the de-aging process, like the de-aging effects. They look kind of weird a little bit, but it was brief. It wasn't like in Star Wars Rogue One where you saw the guy, what was it? The guy played Tarkin, and there was a couple other movies where they did it. It just looks terrible. But anyway, overall, yeah, I give this movie a 4 stars. I mean, Is it the best movie of the year? I don't know if it's the best movie of the year out of all the movies, but it's definitely the best movie I've seen this year. Okay, it's definitely the best movie I've seen this year, and it's getting a lot of awards. It's getting a lot of praise, and it deserves it because this is basic, classic storytelling, and Scorsese's a master at it, and that's my take on it. All right, Hollywood sucks out.